Nah, hold on. Now this right here is bad for Ant Hefe.
Thanks to Alex Alonso, the platform that Munchie B works on. Alex Alonso, you cannot blame the exposers for this. And Alex, great job, great work.
And I ain't gonna lie, this paperwork right here that Wack 100 is talking about, hey bro, if it's any type of accurate, man, your boy Ant Hefe could go away for a long time. But I don't think nobody is more tuned in than Wack 100. And this is where the situation get tricky because people online is already looking at Wack 100 as if he's happy that Ant Hefe is locked up. And I can see why people are saying that because Wack 100 is taking this situation right here to prove that these street politics and everything that he's been talking about is dead for real.
It said that Ant Hefe and other people jumped, stomped on, and kicked on this man. It says that Ant Hefe, that's what it says, gave instructions for this man, the third assailant, who's home now because he's probably cooperated with the detectives and told them what Ant Hefe told him to go get the black bag that's in the dude's car that's laid out on the ground, bleeding out.
Now that's wild work right there because Wack 100 has been preaching that the streets are dead. So when somebody like Ant Hefe go down, somebody that's had some success on this internet and still somewhat tied to the streets, that just give Wack 100 every opportunity to tell y'all, I told y'all he's a cornball. But this is where I gotta keep it real with y'all though. Y'all gotta stop letting Wack 100 put y'all in a trick bag, man. Because Wack 100 and Ant Hefe started off cool. The next thing you know, they got into it. The next thing you know, they was cool again. But as soon as Ant Hefe went down, man, it seemed like Wack 100 went on a praise dance. Now, some people gonna say that Wack 100 is reporting facts. And other people are going to say he's enjoying this way too much. But either way, Wack 100 know how to turn somebody else's downfall into a bigger conversation about the streets not loving nobody. Now, I know y'all remember this clip when it hit the internet. Everybody was trying to connect Ant Hefe to one situation when he really had nothing to do with it. It was a whole nother situation going on.
So young Ant Hefe is at the taco stand, minding his business, trying to get some tacos, trying to eat. A Pablo Blood pull up. I think like ain't the Pablos from like 5'4" or 5 Deuce, who knows, right? But the Pablo Blood pull up. Instantly, an altercation breaks out. He starts to bang on young Ant Hefe. Where you from, Blood? And Hefe, I'm from A-Tray Gangsta Crib. Cool. That should have been the end of it. Hey, you from Pablo's? I'm from A-Tray Gangsta Crib. I'm here for some tacos. Let me go about my day. But no. Back and forth kept happening. Now, young Ant Hefe did something that I think we should all do.
People looking at Poetic Flacco kind of crazy, like why would he upload some content like that fast? But the whole time, Wack 100 openly admitting that he is the one who gave Flacco that content to put out there like that. So this make you think, is this a calculated move? Man, this your boy BT School, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe, hit that hype button. We're going to get this video onto the algorithm. Today, we got Wack 100 breaking down the Ant Hefe situation. And I ain't going to lie, this one feel like a double-edged sword, man. Ant Hefe is currently locked up behind a serious situation. And while a lot of people feel like Wack 100 seem to be very excited about Ant Hefe being locked up, he is using this moment to rub it in the gangsters and the street people face. It's like, I told y'all about this. The Alex Alonso paperwork Wack 100 is referring to claims to prove his point. But like I said, we got to be careful because paperwork in this internet narrative can get twisted fast. See, my whole thing is Wack 100 has been preaching that the streets are dead, but he also know how to bait people into reacting emotionally to him, you know what I'm saying? But you can't be 1 foot in this in the media space and 1 foot out in the streets and being in illegal activities trying to go back and forth with Wack 100. That's just an explosive bomb, man. But we about to tap right into this content, though, and make sure y'all go ahead and tap that like button, bro. Let's see what Wack got to say.
Outside in the community is what I'm getting to. So young Ant Hefe, as he says, even on a no jumper segment with Adam, I think his first interview with him. Yeah, I'm a guy that be outside of my community. And anything can happen. So this guy, being a father and what he says a dad, a girl's dad, accepts the fact that anything could happen when you're outside in the community. And he was ready and willing to take the risk of being outside in this gangbang community, although it may take him away from his children. And I gotta give Ant Hefe an excuse because again, he's a dope fiend. He's drinking this activist all day, every day. So he's not in his right frame of mind, right?
See, boy, that's where Wack 100 got the advantage over most of these guys, bro. They be addicted. I ain't gonna say addicted, but they use them drugs, bro, and they go down. They still gang banging. Wack 100 destroy them. But Wack 100, you know what they gonna say about him? He can't go back to his community. Is that true? We don't know. Let's keep it going.
Y'all know, y'all hear him talk. He be using the wrong words, all this type of stuff, right? So now he's in a situation that we've been knowing over the last week or so, to where there's a man that was unalive, a 51-year-old elderly man that's from his same neighborhood that was unalive. He's outside in his community. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying on both sides. And Hefe's outside in his community, and the victim, right, that's been unalive is outside in his community. Now let's look at the math, right? For those of you guys that understand simple math, positive and negatives, right? See, a -3 plus -3 is -6. -6. If 0 is here and to gain is here, the negative is here. So now you're -6 away from 0. And if your goal is to get to 100, now you have 106 points. You're 106 points down, right? So Ant Hefe, who's outside his community, and this other individual, the victim that's outside his community, he's no longer here for his children and his family. And Ant Hefe is now incarcerated looking at a life bid away from his family. So they're both, let's call that a -3 plus -3, -6. Okay, Wack. What are you getting to? What I'm getting to is I started at 0 when I paroled in 1999.
Now he about to compare himself to a guy that he is 14, 15 years older than, bro. That's you. Y'all not the same at all. Just keeping it real, bro. You got out the streets at the age of 22. That man still was in the streets at the age of 37. So at that time, bro, you got what, extra 30 years of being on your, you know what I'm saying, on the straight and narrow path that you going down. So you got 30 years on him basically, bro. So you can't compare yourself to him. That's just what I'm thinking, bro.
I obtained my truck driver license, which gave me a positive. Opened up a financial company to do home loans, was another positive. I started a record label, a management company, another positive, and a host of other things, companies, this, business, this, that, and the other. Positive, positive, positive. So now I didn't got to, let's say, 85 of my 100. I got 15 more points to go. I got a few deals I'm closing that I think and where I'm at in my life will place me right where I want to be. So they say, while Wack is positive 85 towards 100, and Ant Hefe is -106 because he has done a -3 plus -3, right?
Here we go. This is what I'm saying, but Wack sell, man. I'm guessing. I understand where he getting that, man, but we want to see a comparison with somebody else besides you. You know what I'm saying? We know what you got going on. That's all I got.
Now let's do some more math. Plus -25. So now that's -31. We ain't going to put the life on there. Hopefully when it's time for him to parole, they let him go. He's like 35 years old, 45, 55, 60. He be 60 when he get out.
Now, when I'm saying, I'm not saying Wack 100 is wrong, none whatsoever, man. But it's kind of crazy that he keeps saying he's so above these guys, but he keep comparing himself to these guys. That's just my issue.
Real G. Now, Let's add the -8 to this, because he did 8 years in the federal prison because his people in his community told on him. See, this is why you know he's not using his mind and his brain. If they told on you once, they're telling you again. And then reading this paperwork that's up, to go on the 100 Show IG channel, you'll see it up, is one of his homeboys telling on him. See, 3 people got arrested. 2 still in there. 1 they let go 2 days later. The one that they say Ant Hefe instructed to go over there and search dude's car and get the bag of money that everybody knows he keeps in there as he accumulates his monthly rent to pay for his space in that lot. Oh, it also says Ant Hefe is on video assaulting this man and hitting him in his upper body area, head, chest, so on and so forth.
That's crazy work, bro. You know, you had people in Ant Hefe family coming to the internet saying that Ant Hefe had totally not, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was giving crazy stories, man. To come to find out that the paperwork allegedly saying that, because I haven't seen it. I'm just going off. I can go check it out. I'm really going to go do that myself. But allegedly, I'm going to say, had Ant Hefe actually shooting blows or doing anything while touching that man, bro, it's over. It's a wrap. That's just what I think, bro, because they say they got the 3 strikes laws out there, the 3 strike law out that way. That's crazy, bro. It's gonna hate it for him, but we gonna let this run a little bit more, because I ain't want them guys, oh man, all you do is, nah, I break stuff down. Y'all check it out at the beginning, bro.
So this is why the million got bumped up to 2,050,000, because not only are you the one assaulting the man, one of their assailants, but they also saying that you instructed the other man to go and carry out a robbery on this man. Special circumstances. Now look, I know of Ant Hefe. I met Ant Hefe once, maybe twice. I don't know the other gentleman. I just know the information being given to me by that community. That community calls Wack and informs Wack on what's going on. This is what happens in the community. This is why I removed myself from being accessible to the community.
So accessible to the crib.
This is what Wack doing. They say, Wack, you ain't got no status because you ain't in the community, a real member outside in the hood. No, I think you don't have no status if you dumb enough or you're restricted to have to go over there and do that every day. Man, listen what I'm trying to tell you. Just the other day, man, I had a problem. You know what my problem was? I forgot to send the return certified prepaid mailing box to the embassy in DC that's sending me back a couple visas. Yeah, that's a good problem. So, you know, I'm looking to go outside in a whole another country and do some business. You know, I'm gonna be outside. I don't know about y'all. You know, the probability of me having to deal with these type of situations of somebody robbing me
And people looking at Wack as a clowning, but y'all know Wack has been preaching the streets are dead, and them gang members just giving them all the, you know what I'm saying, all the ammunition in the world, and got people like my guy, what's my boy name? Deuce M's, bro. He goes at Wack 100 crazy, man. But when they do stuff like this, it make it tough for Deuce M's to fight back. You know what I'm saying? That's just keeping it a band.
and bro, I don't participate in the jumping on of anybody in the game, the putting off, or the DP. Hey, I don't, man, we might expose you, humiliate you, put a few things up, but that's far just gonna go with us. We can give a damn what happened to you. But everybody's screaming free Ant Hefe. We got a fake community activist, a fake neighborhood 40 crip who been DP twice in his community in the last 3 months. How do I know? Because his community calls me and tells me these things. He's been DP twice, right? He looking for.
Now this is where he get into it with Spody Face. If y'all know who Spody Face is, man, Spody Face, is another co-host at No Jumper. I'm pretty sure if y'all watching this, y'all already know that. But Spody Face has been an advocate that Ant Hefe haven't done anything, bro. You know, and he's riding with Ant Hefe all the way. All the while, this paperwork is out, and I don't know. I ain't heard what Spody Face had to say since this paperwork has dropped, but evidently it's nothing about this situation, bro. And that's what Wack 100 about to get to, man. That's crazy work, man.
Friend, so he goes up there with tray hats and all this type of thing that probably gonna get him another DP. But I think after the last DP, they don't even consider him from their neighborhood. This is a fact. This is out of the words of the 40 Crips. I'm from Paru. It's my association, so I can't tell you where you from. That's why a lot of these people be talking about where people ain't from. If you ain't associated with that side over there, I come from the Paru side, so I can only go on what the 40 Crips tell me about this dude, right? And you're saying you're part of the grid program, which is ratting. Okay. This is what you said. And you're saying free Ant Hefe. So you have a GoFundMe up. Let me show you how much reach you don't have. For 8 days, that has accumulated $1,600. You didn't go to Ant Hefe's community to approve that. You didn't go to Ant Hefe's family to approve that. His homeboys, his little brothers to approve that. They didn't tell you to do that. You could have just went over there and said, hey, homie, I got something on Ant Hefe's books or his attorney. Now, I understand you saying free Ant Hefe, he ain't did nothing. Okay, I get it. Thanks to Alex Alonso, the platform that Munchie B works on. Alex Alonso, you cannot blame the exposers for this. And Alex, great job, great work. I got to give credit where credit's due. I know you think I don't like you, but hey.
And if y'all know this whole situation, Alex Alonso and Wack 100, it's crazy for Wack 100 to be saying good job, but he also is taking a shot at Munchie B because Munchie B is actually on that platform. But if it's paperwork, ain't it fair game for somebody to put it up though? But I'm guessing Wack 100 is saying if it's coming from him, it's effed up. He's snitching. But if if it's coming from Alex Alonso, it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's legit. But let's keep it going. We almost finished though, y'all. Y'all hit that like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what y'all feeling about this so far though.
Great work. Munchie B, the very platform you work on, has released the documents on Ant Hefe, right? It says that Ant Hefe assaulted and attacked this man. It said that Ant Hefe and other people jumped, stomped on, and kicked on this man. It says that Ant Hefe, that's what it says, gave instructions for this man, the third assailant, who's home now because he's probably cooperated with the detectives and told them what Ant Hefe told him to do, to go get the black bag that's in the dude's car that's laid out on the ground, bleeding out, dying, and bring it to him. It's money. It's a dude in the parking lot named Pop said that the victim keeps his rent money that he accumulates by whatever he's doing over there in the black bag in his car, and everybody knows it. So now I'm going back to Spody Face. Spody.
All right, man, my fault, y'all. If y'all want to go over there and check out this whole thing, man, y'all go right over there to Wack 100 page, man, and finish it all the way up, man. It's called The 100 Show, man. But, man, this is crazy work, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This situation is crazy all the way around the board because you got people look at Wack 100 like, yeah, it is crazy work by Wack 100, but he also somewhat telling the truth, man, that you can't be on this internet and trying to be in the streets too, bro, and get into it with a guy like Wack 100 is no good, man. But this would be a lesson learned for a lot of y'all people, bro, man. Y'all gonna, you know, this is a type of games that's being played with the streets now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all mixing the streets with this internet. The internet gonna win it every time, bro. Because the people that is actually on the internet are not partaking in any type of street activity. Only way you gonna get to them is you gonna have to all the way crash out. But man, I'm not here to say Ant Hefe guilty or not guilty, man. But this is an unfortunate situation for him because the way he presented himself on the camera on No Jumper would have you lead to you to think that Ant Hefe probably wouldn't have nothing to do with this. But considering the fact that he has gang ties and how the gang go crazy out there. You know, they say them gangs are crazy out there in California. It just lets you know that, bro, no matter no age, bro, if you in it and you live in that, bro, the outcome is not gonna be good, man. But I want y'all to get in the comment section though and let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this Wack 100 going crazy on Ant Hefe and spoke on Spody Face, man. We might tap into that content later, man. But I do got some more content dropping later on, so make sure y'all tune in. It's your boy BT Scoop. Y'all hit that hype button and get on up out of here.